Hey, so everybody's abuzz about Eric Trump's suggestion that there's going to be a 0% capital gains tax on US based blockchain and crypto projects.
A person who pledged to add crypto to the United States Treasury, a person who pledged to make crypto tax-free. I mean, think about all these incredible things.
What does that mean? What's the impact? First of all, it's not 100% clear what it's meant by a US-based blockchain project or crypto. Does that mean the company has to be registered in the US to be a US-based asset? It's very interesting. We have to tease that out. As you think about it, back in 2017, 2018, all the rage was distributed autonomous organizations, DAOs, the fact that no one person, no one company could control any crypto asset. So this is a move to basically go against that grain. But how it plays out, we might be able to still maintain that distinction. So what happens? If someone owns an asset that is a US-based asset and they buy and sell it, then there's zero capital gains tax. But if you were to buy another asset that's not US-based, like Binance Smart Chain, BNB, then you would be subject to capital gains tax, they're saying, of 30%. Well, there's a way around that. You simply tokenize using a US-based asset, like create a new coin, a US-based coin, let's call it USA BNB. And now I've got a coin that I can trade that's US-based that will not be subject to capital gains tax, but I'm actually trading a non-US asset in a sense. Okay, so this whole rule does not really cut out non-US assets. What will happen is there'll be a mad rush to create tokenization, US-based tokenization of all the other assets, the millions of other coins that exist and tokens that exist. They'll all have US-based equivalents, and they would still be traded on different blockchains. And US citizens would be at a 0% capital gains tax if this proposal carries. Now, foreigners, non-US citizens, are not subject to capital gains tax in the US. This is a massive tax loophole which attracts foreigners to do business in the US. So in a sense, everybody would be getting 0% tax on crypto transactions. Now, there is a side effect here. If all of a sudden there's zero capital gains tax on crypto, but you're still paying capital gains on bonds and real estate, well, that's not fair. What happens? Well, there'll be a rapid rush to tokenize stocks and to tokenize real estate. This would be a radical, rapid move because everyone would want to avoid the capital gains tax. So what would happen is we would see a rapid acceleration of Finance 2.0 to replace the old financial system, which is driven by banks and using the ACH system and the SWIFT system, which took days to complete transactions. And the stock market would be closed on the weekends because brokerages couldn't close transactions over the weekend. When you tokenize everything, we move to a 24/7 economy, and we eliminate all the delay that the banks and the brokerages have placed into it. And crypto drives the world financial system. Moreover, you will have tokenization of foreign assets as well, so that US parties can be trading those assets. Tokenizing foreign assets could have a cascading benefit to people in other countries in that they'd be trading local assets on a US exchange, which may have the ability to avoid taxation for non-US citizens on those assets. So a lot of big changes. Basically, the US could very quickly seize the entire asset industry of the world by tokenizing everything in the US, so that you would have zero taxation. Everybody would have zero taxation. This would be a phenomenal, I don't know what the best word to describe this, but you would have captured the entire financial industry into the US, which I think is part of the goals of Donald Trump. Now, there's a couple of ramifications. When you look at capital gains, a lot happens during inheritance. So when you die, the appreciated asset will be taxed. So with zero capital gains tax, then that really just cuts the heart out of the death tax, the inheritance tax here in the United States. What about some other ramifications? Well, if this proposal goes through, it will reduce the amount of income that the IRS brings in. About 20% of the income that's brought in on taxes comes from capital gains tax, and mainly paid by the top 10%, actually the top 1% of income earners in the United States. So it's very, very wealth focused. It's a wealth centric tax benefit. However, I believe by moving to 0% tax, it actually opens up the ability for people in lower income brackets to start to invest in capital assets. Now, another ramification of this proposal is it significantly, but not completely, guts the entire tax deferred system in the United States, like IRAs, 401ks, pensions, these things that appreciate tax deferred. Well, if the tax is 0%, that really doesn't make much sense anymore. So it really undermines those investment options, at least will drive a lot of change. So what happens about the 30% tax on non-US investments? Well, that'll just simply go away because everything's going to be tokenized. So this is a very radical plan. Now remember, Eric Trump does not make tax policy in this country. Donald Trump cannot, by his executive order pen, change our tax laws in this country. It's made by Congress, and it's going to require a lot of debate and negotiation. I think this move could stimulate the economy significantly because you're bringing foreign business into the U.S. But at the same time, are we giving up independence of the crypto industry? Are we losing the promise of the decentralized autonomous organization? What will the future hold? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like this video and follow us. Thank you very much. Have a great day.